it okay that if we start 5 minutes late? In my speech. I'll check it.
But I'm saying, I mean, you will see.
Came this side. Yeah, no, we need later. Start. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Hello.
record might come. Excuse me, boss. I get, but it is what they cannot streaming. Yes, like no. Hello. Guys, can you look at the stage? There is a big screen, you can see number, right? Can we count together? Yeah. Let's start. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2. Let's make a big hand. Hello everyone. Did you have a good lunch? Yes. Do you have energy? Yes. Are you sure that you have energy? Yes. Can you prove it? Let's make a sound. Hello EMA! For your information, we are not only 180 people are here. The whole world is watching you right now, right away from 174 countries. We should say hello to them, right? Yes. Say hello. Hello. Tell them that we are happy. We are amazing. It's not amazing. It's amazing. Okay? Let's make it. We are amazing. And we know that you are watching us. So let's start our 17th General Assembly. And myself, Dr. Ashikur Rahman, Editor President, I welcome you to this very prestigious flagship event of Erasmus Mundus Association. I'll be a bit formal now because it's a formal program, but you find me something like I'm also friendly. Okay, so don't be bored. I hope you will not be bored also. So let me start. Dear EMA colleagues from Management Board, General Assembly participants, program representatives, country representatives, project leaders, volunteers from different management board units, EMA member, that we say like fresh blood, those are fresh member, EMGMD students from Nova University, from Lisboa University Lisboa, from Lusofona University, or whatever you are based in Portugal. We also have 4 4-star winners. At the same time, I would like to welcome Dean of Nova University. We do believe that Rector from University of Lisboa is arriving very soon. EMGMD coordinators, EMA partners, stakeholders, representatives from Commission and service providers, those are here and those are watching us directly from Brussels. Distinguished guests, professors, faculty members, university staff, technical staff, students, family members, friends, and dear amazing global Erasmus Mundus community. Good afternoon and a very welcome to this very, very special flagship event of Erasmus Mundus Association. Dear General Assembly participants, we are here today to celebrate the past, to enjoy the present, and to look forward to the future. We are here today to celebrate the continuous dedication and efforts all of you put in by every one of you that makes the Erasmus Mundus Association what it is today. We are here today to celebrate our glorious 17 years. I should say 17 years ceremony together. First of all, before I go any further, I want to congratulate you guys. Those are General Assembly registered participants because you made it from hundreds of applications this year. It's really amazing that to see nationalities, 57 nationalities. It's really amazing to see 43 Erasmus Mundus Joint Masters Program right now here in front of me. It's really amazing that you people made it. And congratulations. At the same time, I'd like to tell you, I want all of you to have a big smile on your face and put hands together because you are the real champions of EMA. You are the leaders of EMA. You are the ambassadors of EMA to the global Erasmus community. At the same time, you are the ambassador for your community to EMA. So you have like a double role in EMA. I'm really happy that we all made it today. 6 people didn't make it. We are really sorry for them. I do believe that they are watching us. We have our heart, they are right now in our heart, but hopefully next time they will make it. At the same time, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the incredible impact that you are making in EMA. Your selfless dedication, tireless efforts, and unwavering commitment to serving Erasmus Mundus Association are truly inspiring. You are the unsung heroes of our Erasmus Mundus community, the ones who work behind the scene without expectation of any kinds of recognition or any incentives to make the world a better place. You are the ones who bring hope to the hopeless, who give voice to the voiceless, and who inspire others to be their best selves. Your impact is immeasurable, and your contribution is priceless. You are changing the world, you are changing the lives, one person at a time, and your impact will ripple outwards, creating a better EMA for all. I want to tell you that your efforts are not in vain. Every little bit that you did or you are doing, every act of kindness, every moment of service is making a difference. You may not see the impact immediately, but trust me, that it is there, and you are making a positive difference in the world. So to all of you who are volunteering, whether to be in your local community, in your program, in your country, whatever you are doing volunteering for EMA, or on a global scale, like our management board members, I want to say thank you so much. Please accept our sincere thanks on behalf of the management board. It is an honor for me to address you all as the President ad interim of the association at this 17th General Assembly in Lisbon, Portugal. I extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you and express my gratitude for your presence here today and watching us live online. Our association has come a long way since its inception. Do you know that when you were born? Who knows this date? Who knows this year? Raise your hand. I want to see that you are not sleeping. Because after food, we need a nap. In Spanish, it's called siesta. You are not in CS, right? Are you sure? So do you know that when EMA funded by the commission? Which year? Hey, you are the global leader. Which year? I can give you 4 options. 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008. Rajan, you should note it. Maybe this is the question for next year. If you fill out the question correctly, maybe you will be invited. Okay, it is 2006. From the Director General of European Education and Culture. So, you know that there is a theme for the General Assembly. Do you know that there is a theme for the General Assembly? Who can tell me the theme of the 17th General Assembly? You deserve a gift from my side tomorrow. Okay? Do you know the tagline? Tagline of General Assembly. I don't hear you. A bit louder, please. Everyone knows this, right? So we are here because we have a purpose. Okay. So, dear guest, dear audience, please accept my applause because I take like 5 minutes for my people because they are my leaders. They are my association. They are my mitochondria. So now I come back to all our guests and dear audience. It's an immense pleasure that I stand here today to address this distinguished gathering on this occasion of 16 years, that is 17 years celebration we are doing today. This moment is a culmination of years of dedication, hard work and passion. This day makes a significant milestone in our volunteering life. For us today is not only like a joyous or memorable occasion, it is something that is our achievement because there was 554 application and finally we were able to fund only 76 participants. And you are these leaders. May I request you to make a big hand for all those who made it this year. Let's make a big hand for all. So I'm incredibly grateful for accepting our invitation for today and must acknowledge the valuable time of Mr. Giorgio Gazzole Marini, who is the deputy head of DZIAC from the European Commission. I hope he's watching us online right now. And he has also something to tell you just immediately after me. I would like to also take the opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude and appreciation to Dr. Luis Manuel dos Ferreira, Rector, University de Lisboa. Hope he's coming soon. At the same time, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude and appreciations to Dr. Miguel de Castro Neto, Dean, Nova Information Management School. This is the university. Please accept my sincere appreciation, and I would like to request you to be in the stage. Let's make a big hand for him. Yes, sir, please. At the same time, I would like to express my sincere thanks and profound gratitude to one of the person who actually spent sleepless nights for last 5 months to make this GA happen. Do you know who is the guy from Erasmus Mundus Association? Who knows the guy? Mr. Manasseh Anand. I'd like to welcome Mr. Manasseh Anand for his sleepless nights towards GA organization, engagements, and all sort of G activities and outstanding motivation to make these dreams real. This GA is benefited enormously from his exceptional knowledge and insight in the fields of organization. He made it this large-scale event. At the same time, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all the members of the General Assembly Organizing Committee for their extremely supportive minds, professional engagement, and timely support in the detailed organization of General Assembly. Especially, I would like to mention some name. You know, there was 4 different committee who works behind the scene. We mentioned that SC1, that is like subcommittee 1, that was actually our selection team, leading by Mr. Rajan Bhuyan, co-led by Mr. Ruturaj Trivedi, and there was a dedicated team from the management board and from volunteers. I'd like to mention subcommittee 2, that is the agenda committee, who prepared the agenda, because it's not only agenda to speech, it's some agenda for doing some co-creation activities, to invest their mind immediately and bringing some projects. We hope by within these 2 days, we'll have more than hundreds of ideas from you that we can implement within next 2 years. At the same time, of course, I need to mention the name Jordan Hamad, who leads this agenda committee, Shinam Jain, who didn't make it due to visa issues. Right now, she's watching us from India. At the same time, Mr. Tarun Kumar Argwal, he was a part of the agenda committee. At the same time, he was the responsible person who was the organizer for EMA Poster Competition 2023. I would like to honorably mention Selection Committee 3, that is the logistic team. One name I should mention and I must acknowledge, that is Jane Enduta Ambura. At least say hello to everyone. Okay, she's Portuguese. Okay, she's our host here, you know. She did everything happen. Literally every single day, she came to university, she went to the hotel, she went to the service provider, several places. I'm really happy you made it happen. At the same time, I'd like to mention Marcela Hussein, our Partnership Development Unit Director, because this is the first time ever EMA made merchandising, and you can buy something with EMA logo, EMA sticker. Let's make a big hand for Marcela Hussein. I'm not sure Marcela is here or not. At the same time, I think you should know that nothing will happen if there's no finance. I must mention our Financial Management Unit Director, Mr. Pepri Shaputra. He's here. At least show everyone to say hello. So they made it happen. We have several first times this year. I'll tell you later. At the same time, there's another committee that is completely independent committee apart from management board, because this year we have our presidential election that will happen in 2 days. That is leading by our former president, Ms. Katharina Hale. I'm not sure she's already arriving or about to arrive. At the same time, there was co-lead by Mr. Prashant Kumar, our director legal. Prashant, you are here? Okay, he's actually doing duty for registration. We do have also, there is several people like Manas Anand is also part, Shinam Jain, and at the same time, Tarun Kumar Argwal, and there was another fresh volunteer. I must mention her name because she didn't make it due to sickness. He's right now in Belgium. Shahin, I hope he's watching us. So these are the 6 people who actually is dealing the presidential election. So these are the top level people. But at the same time, there was more than 35 volunteers who really worked day and night, sleepless night, every day in order to make this happen, in order to bring all these 120 people to this event from 57 nationalities. I get the feeling that Erasmus Mundus Association for some EU is a very new thing. For some has been a bit of work and difficult to understand the activities we are doing. For some, it might be this is the first day that you are participating to Erasmus Mundus Association's event. Who are the newcomer here? This is the first day you are in the event. Can we make a big hand for them because they made it happen? Because these are the people, 60% people are from fresh blood, and you are the people who are the fresh blood. But next year, you will be the leader, and you have to be the leader. Maybe this is the last year for me in this dais. Maybe you will be next year here, and we want you to be here because the whole world needs you, needs your support, needs your knowledge, needs your experience. So I must now need to thank the Erasmus Students and Alumni Alliance. That is an umbrella platform for several students' organizations. I must want to mention their name. Erasmus Students Network, Garage Erasmus, Oceans, and then we have also our cousin organization, West Balkan Alumni Association, and African Students Alumni Forum. And also we have our brother organization, Marie Curie Alumni Association. I can see some representatives are already here. I'd like to thank them that they made their time. We invited them, and finally they are here. We'll have a lot of time in order to collaborate together. At the same time, I must acknowledge European Union because they are the source. That's why we are here. Because they want to see the youth are doing something different for the coming world. And I would like to mention that this General Assembly is funded by the European Union. Can we make a big hand for European Commission, European Union, those who are watching us? I think now you can see a lot of names. I don't want to take much time here because the names are already visible. These are the people for logistics team, agenda team, participant selection team, General Assembly communications team, poster competition, election team, sponsorship team, Connect and Groom F, that will be live tonight. And then international coffee break. There is something like, that we are international, we are of course international. And then there is IT team. Thanks to you all, because each and every one of you put your commitment and dedication together. That's why we are enjoying this session today. At the same time, I must mention our management board. You can see those who are right now with me. We are here for you. I'd also like to tell you something, this is the first time ever, and I can see a lot of guests from the university. We have a mission, Our vision is very simple. We want to become a global network of distinguished, connected, and active member of the greater Erasmus Mundus community. And we have a mission is to foster academic excellence, professional development, and multicultural exchange of Erasmus Mundus students and alumni globally. You can see that we have core values. I'm not going to tell a lot of things. You can see it from our website, but basically, we do believe in excellence, equity, development, education, diversity, and of course, sustainability. We have several strategic goals. That means whatever activity we are doing, that falls under this 4 goal. It is like, I can say like it is sustainable development goal, but it is something EMA strategic goals. So whatever activities you are doing, you can connect that it falls under some strategic goals. So this is basically our mandate. At the same time, how this association works. You can see we have a long-term vision. Then we are doing some mission, some activity. Then we follow our strategic goals. And in every unit, there is OKRs. That is object and key results. Because every month we are checking what happens, how it works. And finally, unit tasks that you are dealing. So what do we do? Basically, we are spreading awareness to the Erasmus Mundus scholarship, Erasmus Plus quality, education, and even higher education. We are community building. At the same time, we are supporting our members. And we do have a global impact. This is something from last year. I hope that there are, like some of you already there last year in Copenhagen. But basically, we have 4 pillars. We have the management board. We have the country representative. I can inform you, there is 76 country representatives right now working, and still we had a lot of application for several different countries. But in order to find the best leader, it takes time. We do have 96 program representatives. It's a really high number. Last year, it was only like 47. It's already doubled this year. But still, there's a lot of option to go more, because today there is 193 program Erasmus Mundus Joint Masters are running. We also have project leaders. At the same time, basically, we are doing promotional activity, we are doing pre-departure orientation, and we are doing several different global events. You can see this number. Maybe you can take a snapshot or photo, but it is already in the GA website. This is the number if you want to collaborate. If anyone from entrepreneurs, startup, you can see the number, how much global we are. Right now, we are working around 174 countries. We are working for 190 program, around 90 plus program. We have right now, away, 229 volunteers who are working for the association. This year, we have done 350 promo events. We are working with 600 universities from all over the world. I am telling again, 600 universities, EMA has collaboration. Is it a high number? Good number. Are you sure? Please make a big hand for EMA then. Every year, from our promotional events, 50,000 students are directly get benefited from the university. It is in person event, not like virtual event. Then we have done 50 plus projects. 500 local volunteers are working. So they are actually excluded from the central team. In central team, there's 229 volunteers right now who has volunteer agreement with us for 2 years. Then there's several volunteers who are working at the national level. And basically, following our calculation, it's estimation, more than 250K every year youths are benefited from all over the world. I want to give you some secret number now, because you are the leader. You have to know about this number. You know that 76 years, 96 years, we have 17 coordinators. For example, CRNet coordinator, PRNet coordinator, research and innovation unit coordinator, capacity building coordinator. There is 17 coordinator. We have done 4 key action projects. I do believe that our professors, the 4 key action project from the Erasmus program, that is with money and high amount of money. We have already done millions of euros project. At the same time, we do have 22 project leaders who are right now working on different projects. We have done 17 ESA projects, thanks to the service provider. Especially, I would like to mention the name Ms. Patricia Morales, who is a senior manager for EMA from Mosaic. I'd like to honorably mention Dr. Bashir Bibauche. At the same time, I'd like to mention GIZ event manager, who are our service provider, Ms. Gaia Fernandle and Ms. Diana Sotoy, for their active support, day-night activity in order to see EMA is live, EMA is working, EMA activities are visible to the whole world. There is a number. Can you count the number in euros? These are from a small scale project that we know as ESA project. For one project, the maximum budget is 20,000 euros. So the last 2 years and 3 years, we have done 17 ESA projects, and you can see how much money our volunteers, they actually use for making this project implementation. It's not we. We are dealing these key action projects, the top level projects, like GoDigi projects, where 300,000 euros involved. And our local level volunteers, they are doing this small scale project from ESA Alliance. And these are the money that our volunteers, exact number, that they have implemented in different projects. We have newsletters, there's a huge number. Every year we are celebrating EMA Day. And I told you that there is 600 plus universities are involved, 48 NGOs are involved in different perspective with EMA. So EMA in numbers. I told you that EMA is quite global. You can see our social media number. I would like to mention again the lady, like our city director, Jane Anduto Ambura. The number is now just doubling every month, You can see hundreds of thousands are visitors every day. They are watching us. Whatever activities you are doing, it's global. It's global. Give trust. Whatever you are doing, the whole world knows this is the person who is doing this. I'm not making all the number here. Several EMA projects. Of course, we have a session this afternoon, so I'm not going to mention, but I would like to mention that there is some current projects that are going on, like sustainability project, diversity and inclusion series, EMA for equity, and we have done several other projects, some key action projects. You can see some fast projects, because we want to make EMA shine, because we want to see our member skills are in practice. We want to grow together and we want to experience together, because we follow our fashion. At the same time, all the projects are not following the same direction. There's a variety of topics, and I would like to mention that some of the projects even are like unfunded projects. You know about EMA cookbook. That is a funded project. That is solely EMA project. We paid, we made it happen, you helped us, and it's done. So we have several these types of unfunded, non-funded project from the commission, effort from commission. Why project is important in EMA? Because this is something for you. This is not for the management board. This is something for you, because if you want to giving back in support of EMA's mission, at the same time, if you want to give back something to your community, you need to be involved in project. And project has money, then you can generate the idea, you can implement the idea. You can have chance to network. You can coming up with creative and innovative collaborations. EMA is there to help you. EMA is here to offering your expertise and learning new skills. EMA is here to help you in order to find out the potential contacts that can help you to see your projects are visible, your projects can be visible in the whole world. We are doing a lot of several activities. Just some example from Indonesia. Our CR is here, right? They're doing amazing activities. Our CR from Nepal, outstanding activities they are doing. And then we are moving to Bangladesh. We are moving to Vietnam. I do believe that all the CRs, all the country representatives are here. And then Nigeria, we also quite global. You can see our NAPSA event where from the management board participation was there in USA. You can see Ghana. You can see ASEAN UXN Summit where I myself participated last year. You can see India. You can see Thailand. I don't want to show 174 countries. I just show you some events. At the same time, these people are working on an name, but they are not controlled by us, because they're flexible to help their local people by their own language. For example, Bangladesh Erasmus Mundus group, they have 36,000 members. If you look at Pakistan, 68,000 members. And we speak all language. In EMA, there is all language, you can find all language. So if you are having any problem, you are welcome to meet us to be benefited. You can see like Mexico. You can see the poster. I can't read because I don't speak really Spanish. So if you know Spanish or Portuguese, at least you can understand what EMA is doing in different areas. We celebrate EMA Day every year. Every year we have some vision, we have some mission. So we try to follow to celebrate together. You can see some of the events from different countries, Ecuador, Philippines. And the one of the most important projects that is from our policy and quality assurance unit that we are regularly doing, not today, from the very beginning, it is called Graduate Impact Survey. What exactly you have learned from the program. If there is any problem during the program time regarding the visa, after the program, if you don't have a job, if there is nothing like for you, if you have issues regarding residency. So basically we are doing this type of survey in order to help the commission to understand your voice, to learn from you. And I can tell you, last year, commission changed one rule just for EMA's, these types of graduate survey. This year, from last year, there is no barrier to apply 193 application. So 190 program just as one participant. Last time it was maximum 3 program, one applicant can apply. Now, whatever number you want to apply, you can apply. And this is you make it happen. And commission heard your voice and they made the decision. So it works. And we are the person who are the main entity who make this graduate impact survey regularly, following help from the commission. There is a lot of numbers you can see. After 6 months, how many get their job immediately after the Erasmus program. You can see different types of like challenges. You can see like different types of assessment. I would request you to check this information from EMA website, from ESA website, from Commission website. It is available everywhere. And to learn more about EMA, because you are the leader, because you need to explain these types of situation when there is someone who wants to apply from your country. So, sorry, there is some problem, I think, regarding the image, but I would like to mention all of our sister cousin organization. At the same time, we do have partnership with TransferWise, that is now WISE. We do have partnership with European Parliament. We do have partnership with Spota Home. Now, let's come back to the General Assembly. This is our 70th General Assembly. There is some number, 554 applications received. That is really 500% than last year. Last year there was COVID, we received less application. There was only 57 participants participated. This year we received 554 applications and 120 persons are here. At the same time, this year actually tried to make communication more than 2,000 former volunteers and members. This is a really high number. We tried to send email to all of our volunteers and members. So it is something we did. At the same time, there is like, okay, this number is 57 today because there is some local participants. And then finally, I must say that 60% are attending GA for the first time. So it's really good. At the same time, 20% persons are really fresh blood. They're not like volunteer. Then we have cohort like from 2007 till today. So you can see some first time activity. I don't want to show everything now because if I show you everything, what will be next for 2 days? So just I want to show you there is some merchandising for you. If you want to get some memory from here to your home, it is available. You can see some stickers for you. You know that we are emerging. You know that we are here connecting with purpose. We know that once EMA, always EMA. So it's not like we only know, now it is visible. Make it visible. At the same time, this is the first time ever we have dedicated website for General Assembly. That is EMA GA 2023. So whenever you want to see something, who is the speaker next, you can see all the speakers are listed there. So this is something, this is the first time we have done, and there is several more first time things are coming this afternoon, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So there is a little information regarding the updated agenda. There is a little change following the university rules, because last time we thought that we can stay until night, but yesterday we noticed that we can stay until 5:45, then 15 minutes to leave the auditorium. So by 5:45, we'll finish all the agenda. You can see after that some welcome speech, then we'll introduce the key players, then we'll go for poster exhibition, coffee break, then EMA projects presentation. I must tell you that there will be more than 10 projects presentation today, in 3 minutes, in 5 minutes, something like that, and you'll learn a lot of things. If you don't have pen, if you don't have paper, please inform our volunteer, they will provide it to you, so you have some information with you. And then we'll go for day closing, but day closing is not the day closing. It is something like we are finishing the auditorium activity, we'll move out, there is some photographers are ready to make the group photo with your friends from the same country, your friends from the same university. You have flag, I know, you already brought a lot of flag from your country, so there will be also like some photo for flag, there will be some photo with EMA flag, and then there will be some drone shot this time. So there's a lot of first time things, don't forget this. If we finish, we don't finish, because you are in General Assembly and it will finish Sunday after the lunch. Until that time, you are here, you are with us. And finally, I would like to honorably mention our former President Gabriela Mikiewicz. I would like to mention former Director of Research and Innovation Aid, Aziz Med, and then our former Director of Communication and IT, Tanusri Bosurao. Roy, and then former Director of Partnership Development Unit, Caroline Lilian In. They are with us, but today they are not with us due to some personal reasons. So I'd like to thank them for their dedication and commitment towards EMA. And finally, I'd like to tell you, EMA is you, EMA is me, EMA is us. Thank you so much.
All right, who is excited for this? It seems, are we asleep or still awake? Are we? Yeah? Yeah? Great, great, great. It's so good to see everybody today after months and months and months of planning. So my name is Jane Dutawambura, as you possibly already have seen on Telegram, me bothering you with so many messages and pointers and all these kind of things. So it is so good to see you. So bem-vindo a Lisboa. So today's session, we are going to have our Deputy Head of Unit from the European Commission, Erasmus Plus International Cooperation, Mr. Giorgio, and we are very, very excited to have him today. And Giorgio studied law and political science in Italy and has a Master's of Arts in EU Affairs in the European Institute of European Studies in Brussels, Belgium. And he joined the Directorate General for Education and Culture of the European Commission in 2005 after previous professional experiences in the civil society and public sectors, notably in the Italian presidency of the Council of Ministers, the Italian Ministry of Labor and Social Affairs, and in the European headquarters of the Red Cross. So this is a fantastic, fantastic opportunity for him to speak to us. His first position in the Commission was in the area of youth cooperation with European neighboring countries. And since 2008, he is and has been the coordinator of the team responsible for the implementation of the Youth in Action program in the unit in charge of European youth programs and policies. I know that's a mouthful, but this is a fantastic opportunity for him to speak to us. So please give a round of applause to Mr. Giorgio as he joins us online. And Mr. Giorgio is going to speak to us about EU priorities and opportunities for cooperation in the field of education. So welcome, Mr. Giorgio. You are welcome to 17th Annual General Assembly, and we apologize for taking a little bit of time, so take it away.
Hello, Jane, and hello, everyone. Thanks a lot for this warm and nice introduction, and greetings from Brussels. Unfortunately, I'm not able to be with you today physically, but I'm very happy and honored to be opening the General Assembly of EMA this year. I thought this, since you are in the audience, you are ambassadors of Erasmus Plus and opportunities offered by European programs. I thought this would be a good opportunity to give you an update on the recent policy developments and also on the priorities at European level when it comes to Erasmus and in general initiatives in the field of education, training, youth and sport. So I hope I will not bore you and bring down the attention for sleeping, but I can share some slides with you. I hope I will manage. Maybe you may confirm that you see it in the screen. Yes. So I do hope that this is the case. I will continue. So essentially, first, I would like to start by saying that one of the most important pillars of setting up the work of the European Commission at policy level in the field of education and training has been the communication of the Commission in September 2020, which set the vision to establish a European education area by 2025. This is a very ambitious goals, and essentially the idea is as ambitious as simple. The idea is to make sure that every European citizen in Europe has access to high-level quality education opportunities. The communication was then followed by a council resolution in 2021, and the resolution sets the strategic framework for European cooperation in education and training. Strategic framework essentially means a perimeter of action that member states have to basically to use it to exchange their policies, to learn from each other. When I'm talking about member states, I mean the ministries for education in the EU member states. So through a governance system based on working groups, high level and technical working groups, the member states, they regularly meet in order to share their experiences, learn from each other, and based on that, of course, they approximate their policies and they develop together their education systems at national level. So, of course, through this cooperation at policy level, then of course there are programs, funding schemes, and initiatives that stem from these discussions and these exchanges, and these programs are also obviously targeting the organizations and institutions that are active in the field of education and training. Obviously universities, but also schools, vet providers, and so on. These programs finally are for the benefit of individuals. So the European students, but also teachers, professors that are benefiting and are the main recipients of this vision of establishing a European education area. The European education area is underpinned in 6 dimensions. Of course, this is a wide perimeter of action, and member states use it for to discuss and evolve and develop education policies at 360 degrees. But there are, of course, areas that are more strategic than others, and of course the first dimension is of course quality. There is the rationale behind is that of course education must be of high quality. The students must be equipped, must be able to receive education opportunities that allow them to develop the right competences for today's world, and at the same time not only developing competences but also growing on a personal scale. The second dimension is the inclusion. Education in Europe has to be inclusive and promotes the participation and access to every European. In that sense, of course, there are a number of actions that promote gender equality, that support the participation of more vulnerable groups, people, students with less opportunities. The third dimension is the dimension of green and digital. And in today's world, the belief is that the education plays a key role in promoting and making sure that we will have a more sustainable world in the future. And when it comes to green aspects, of course, education plays a role in raising awareness about the challenges linked to sustainable development. But at the same time, education also has to offer the right education opportunities in order to develop the competences that are needed for your generation, our generation, to basically promote and realize a green shift. At the same time, also, this is for digital. We live in a world that faces high digital and continuous digital transformation. So education has to be in the forefront to make sure that the technologies and the digital transformation is also made for the best of our society. So in that sense, the European education area aims at promoting, also at implementing a digital education action plan with a series of actions and measures that would allow member states to go in this direction. On the fourth dimension, teachers and trainers. Teachers and trainers, they play a fundamental role, of course, in equipping students with the right knowledge and competences. And therefore, a strategy to build a European education area cannot not target also teachers and trainers to support their professional development, to make sure that the teachers and trainers are able to deliver their work in a qualitative and innovative manner. For the fifth dimension, higher education. Higher education is a key sector in this context. I will come to that in a second, but of course the European education area does not only cover higher education, but it also deals with schools and vocational education and training. On the geopolitical dimension, I will also go back to that in a moment. So when it comes to the European strategy for university, when it comes to the implementation of the European education area, universities have a key role to play. They are essential strategic players to make sure that the goals and the vision of the European education area is achieved. Universities are fundamental actors to strengthen the quality and the relevance of education programs and modules. They are also places where students live in an important part of their life. So they have an important role in promoting active participation of students in our society. And last but not least, European universities are to be considered as fostering diversity and inclusiveness and gender equality. So all in all, the strategy for Europe for universities is somehow identifying a series of measures that would, through the universities, would go towards the achievement of the European education area. I will now shift and focus on the international dimension of the European education area, and this is more dear to me because I am working in the unit of the DG Education and Culture that deals with the international activities of Erasmus Plus and the international dimension of education policies. So meaning international mean in our jargon everything that relates to cooperation between the EU and the rest of the world. So when it comes to the international dimension, how does this fit with the idea of a European education area? Well, there are two fundamental aspects here. First is that the European Union can achieve the goal of the European education area not in isolation, but only through cooperation with other countries and regions of the world, exchanging practices, exchanging students, staff is extremely important in this in a world we are living in that is a village, so is highly globalized, and of course the interaction and the contamination, if I can use this word, is extremely important for Europe to be able to innovate, to develop more quality. And this is, of course, an extremely important element of this dimension. There is a second one. The second is that the work that the European Union is doing and member states are doing can represent a model for other countries or other regions of the world. So it makes sense to, in a spirit of solidarity or in a spirit of trying to solve and address together challenges that are global and not just European, to work in cooperation with other countries. That is why, in the context of the European education area, the international dimension is very important. So, boiling down from this policy perspective, and I promise I will not have so many further slides, but going from the policy perspective to the program perspective, Erasmus Plus is perhaps one of the most important instruments to achieve the goals set at policy level. I'm here in this presentation, today in this session, I will focus on the international dimension of Erasmus Plus, since, as I said, my unit is working in this area. But you know, of course, that the core of Erasmus is also very much intra-EU and with a whole set of opportunities for mobility, for cooperation, and for policy dialogue. Now, if we look at these slides, we can see that there is a core group of countries, the ones who are highlighted in blue in this slide, that are taking part in Erasmus Plus. They are fully participating in the program, and they make best use of it. However, the program since many years has been has opened up to the whole world, and more the activities of Erasmus Plus, they reach out all the countries that are highlighted in yellow. So Erasmus becomes an instrument for Europe, but also an instrument to pursue and support development in education, youth, and sport across the world. Now, I'm going into a more technical part of the presentation, As you might know, Erasmus Plus is structured around three key actions. They are highlighted in this blue square. So essentially, Erasmus Plus is about mobility opportunities for students, young people, but also staff, university professors, teachers. The other pillar of Erasmus Key Action 2 is the actions that support cooperation between institutions and organizations active in the education fields and the other fields. Essentially is to promote projects that bring together players, practitioners from different countries. In the fields covered by Erasmus. And the third element is the Key Action 3, the support to policy dialogue and policy cooperation, where, of course, there are several measures that directly feed and provide support to the framework for policy cooperation, which I just mentioned in my previous slides. Now, when it comes to international actions, the budget of Erasmus Plus is complemented by additional funds that come from other instruments of the European Commission, the INDICI and the EPA3 programs. These funds are injected into Erasmus Plus, and they provide support notably to the Key Action 1 and Key Action 2 strands. Now, last few slides. Erasmus, the budget for Erasmus has increased in this next generation of 7 years MFF. But in the past, from 2014, 2020, already it achieved quite high, successful results. I'm not going to list all the results that are shown in this table, but essentially you will see that opportunities for international activities cover all regions of the world. South Mediterranean, Western Balkans, Eastern Partnership countries, Asia, Russia, the Africa, Caribbean, Pacific, Latin America, and so on. I apologize for not listing them all, but don't feel offended if I don't go until the very end of the slide. What I want to highlight, because this is relevant for you, and you might be probably one of the 24,500 beneficiaries of Erasmus Mundus scholarships in this period. So we consider from a Commission point of view that this is an important achievement over in the past programming period. Sorry, do you hear me? I thought I was muted, and therefore I stopped my presentation. I'm really sorry for that. This is the complexity of intervening at distance. So just to finish with my presentation. So essentially, this slide provides an indication of how the external action instruments will inject a budget into the Erasmus international actions. Why it is useful to look at this graph? Because fundamentally, the budget allocated to the different regions also reflect the priorities and the volume and the intensity of activities that the program will support with these regions. So you can see in the yellow bars the amounts that were allocated under the period in the previous MFF period. In red, the bars show the allocations for the current period from 2021 to 27. So here I just want to highlight that for the Commission, a big priority will be to support activities in sub-Saharan Africa. This is what SSA stands for, but also for the Western Balkans. And obviously, due to the recent changes dramatic changes in the geopolitical context, also the Eastern Partnership countries, Ukraine, Moldova, Georgia in first, but without forgetting also the other countries, they will receive more support than the amounts that are shown in this graph. These amounts were planned at the time when the war against Ukraine had not outburst yet. So this slide shows this is interesting slide because it shows the repartition of the budget per sectors. So here you will see that most of the funds, a big majority of funds are focused on supporting actions in the field of higher education, but the international dimension has been open to many the other sectors of vet and sport and continues the support for the youth field as well. My final slide is to show the thematic priorities of international actions. It will not be a surprise that, of course, the international actions, they also are aligned with the general priorities at policy level. So the three main horizontal priorities are to promote inclusion and diversity, green, and digital. So with that, I want to conclude my presentation and just say that I hope that this presentation, of course, can be useful as a theoretical input, but also to let you know that as alumni, as EMA alumni, you are part of this vision. You are a key player in achieving the goals that I mentioned, because with your activities, your activities, your sharing experience, your experience in Erasmus, and promoting opportunities to other interested peers. With your engagement in volunteering in local projects, you basically are a fundamental player of this vision. You are able, of course, to reach out to your friends, but also other students in a way that European Commission would not be able to, because you are really testimonial of the experience you lived in your first as a person, in a way. So at the same time, you are, in our view, beneficiaries of the program. So we hope, and I don't know if my other colleagues will inform about that, but we are planning to renew the support that we provide to EMA and other student and alumni networks in order not only to give you continuous support in organizing your statutory meetings and your regular activities, but also in promoting further and making sure that you have the instruments to be ambassadors of the program at wherever you are. So I really thank you for that. I wish you all the best for this General Assembly, and again, greetings from cloudy Brussels. Thanks a lot.
Come on, I think we can do better than that. A big round of applause for Mr. Giorgio for that presentation and for good news to Erasmus Mundus Association for sure. All right, if we could wave to Mr. Giorgio and tell him goodbye, and thank you so much for the great presentation, and yeah, we hope to have a very fantastic time, and I believe that we can always reach out to him for any clarification, so thank you so much. So,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Who is still awake? Everyone is awake? Are you sure? Are you sure? By a show of hands, who follows us on Twitter? Who follows Erasmus Mundus Association on Twitter? Are you sure? If not, why not? Why haven't you followed us on Twitter? Why? So if you're on Twitter, I would like you to send a tweet about that presentation so I can see whether you are asleep or you are attentive. Okay? And then I'm gonna retweet whichever the tweet I find that is actually, you know, someone was listening. And maybe I will give you a present. Who knows? From the communications desk, we might have a present. Who knows? You may never know. So go ahead, tweet what you learned from that session. So now I think that we are fantastic on time. Hopefully nobody is not keeping time here. So, you know, we are in Nova University today, and we are also very, very excited to have the Dean of Nova Information Management School here at the Nova University. And this Dean, his name is Miguel de Castro Neto. I just hope I said that in Portuguese before, you know, he kills me, but Miguel de Castro Neto is an associate professor at Nova IMS, where he founded and runs Nova Cidade, urban analytics lab dedicated to smart cities and urban analytics. Now, Miguel also founded the Nova Business Intelligence and Analytics Lab in partnership with One for All and Microsoft, and was the co-founder of the Nova Data-Driven Public Policy Lab. Now, Miguel is also the scientific director of the Smart Campus Living Lab at the Nova University of Lisbon, an advisory member of the Order of Engineers, chairman of the board of directors of Lisboa Inova, Lisbon Energy Agency, and a member of the Platform for Sustainable Growth and member of the Executive Committee of the European Digital Innovation Hub, A14PA, which means Artificial Intelligence for Public Administration. You better be emulating him, because, you know, now Miguel is also the Secretary of State for Spatial Planning and Nature Conservation in the Constitutional Governments of the Portuguese Republic. So, without further ado, please help me welcome Mr. Miguel, the Dean of Nova. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Okay. Good afternoon to you all. Thank you very much for the invitation. And after this presentation, I have nothing else to add. So, okay, this is it. Now you know me. No, thank you very much. For me, it's I'm really excited to be here with you, especially because you have no idea, but I have to share with you. So the hashtag is connect with purpose. I'm the Dean of Nova Information Management School since last September 1st, and the motto of my mandate, of this mandate, is data with purpose. So I think purpose is good. Purpose is good. you are here in the campus of Nova University. Nova Information Management School is one of the 9 schools of the university. And we are really pleased to be here, especially because we are part of this, shall I say, we have Erasmus Mundus as an opportunity for the development of Nova Information Management School. I don't know if you know this, but we have been on board since 2007. Okay, so almost from the beginning, or probably this process started in the beginning in 2006, but the program only started one year after, and we have already run for 3 successive cycles of funding. And since we are here together and we are so participative, I take the opportunity also to publicly express my gratitude and the school to Professor Mark Painho, who is our leader in this process. And this was really important for our school. We work in the field of information management, of data science and artificial intelligence, but nevertheless, this opportunity to connect, to create or to participate in this global network has given us the opportunity to have a program, an international program, that brings together our university, the University of Münster in Germany, and the Università Jaume I, more or less. So I'm not good also in Spanish, so that's no problem with that. And we have been, at the present, we have already 75 alumni ambassadors in the network that passed by Nova Information Management School, coming from 68 different countries. And this is really important because Nova Information Management School is today a school, a community of more than 3,200 students coming from 84 countries. So we are proud to be an international school. All the teaching is made in English, and the process of joining Erasmus Mundus was in fact a key critical success factor for the process. We are, as a school, we have 30 years now, but and 30 years ago, when Nova Information Management School was created, nobody was capable of guessing the future and to be sure that information management, data science, and artificial intelligence would be the center of almost everything we do today. So we are really not capable of knowing what is going to happen next. So in 1 year, with ChatGPT and generative AI, everything changed suddenly, and probably that is not the next big thing. Probably something else will happen. And through learning, but more than through learning, through collaboration and connecting everyone, I think that is what is going to make a difference. Because although we can expect that technologies like ChatGPT can change the world, we really need the skills to use the technology to have a purpose in changing the world. So I think Erasmus Mundus, and now Erasmus Plus, is an amazing initiative. This week, I think it was on Tuesday, it was Europe's Day, and I think the European Union and the initiatives that were built on the after-war context, where the European countries were capable of uniting and working together, has grow outside Europe's boundaries and is supporting this network. And probably that is the last comment that I would like to make. I don't have a presentation. I even thought to ask ChatGPT to prepare one for me, but then I thought I was going to speak after lunch, so I thought that not even ChatGPT could save me. And so the last remark is about the community, so about connecting and purpose. And I was really amazed because I knew that the network now is big. The number is, now today you are, the number of people in the association, alumni,
14,000 plus.
more than 14,000 people together. And now a question, who knows Metcalfe's law? Metcalfe's law. That's perfectly understandable, because Metcalfe's law it comes from the 80s, okay? And Metcalfe has written this law. I will say it. Okay, so this law states that the financial value or impact of a telecommunications network is proportional to the square of the number of connected users of the system. Now let's translate this to something we can understand after lunch. So this Metcalfe created this thinking on telephones. So when you have two telephones, you can make one connection. When you have 5 telephones, you can make 10 connections. When you have 12 telephones, you can make 66 connections. So each time you increase the number of nodes in the network, you exponentially grow the possibilities of connecting. Having said that, this law was later on recapped when we had the internet, and you, as alumni and students of Erasmus, have this huge global connection that has the power to make the purpose happen by connecting with each other. So, good luck, make it happen. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much, Miguel. I think we would emulate you for sure. We want a CV like yours very soon, right? Who wants a CV like Miguel's, or even better? Anyways, I think it's time to go to our next session today, and we will be introducing the key players of EMA, I believe. And I would like to call upon Manasseh to do this session for us, and yeah, we will definitely be going for a coffee break after this. So if you're still, trying to wake up or jet lagged, or we know today is a lot, but yeah, you got this. All right, so thank you so much, Miguel and Professor Marco as well. A round of applause to them. Great. All right. So now I would like to call upon all the management board members, wherever they are: Jordan, Rutraj, Rajan, Prashant, Marcella. Who else is here? Pepri. Oh, I forgot Pepri. Tarun. I mean, you guys should remind me your names, And Rashi. Yes. And myself. So, Manasseh?
Yeah. Give me this. Okay. Can we have the slides? Okay, great. So, Ashiko?
Hello everyone. Now it's our time, okay? No need to be super formal now. Okay, so you're allowed to interact and you're allowed to ask questions if you have time. But I do believe that you are tired. I do believe that MB doesn't want to take too much time from you. First of all, I'd like to thank my colleagues. They are my colleagues. Rashi is here as a proxy, I should say. Okay, Shinam, we are missing you. Shinam is watching us, so we can say hello to Shinam. Shinam is watching us, and we are really missing you. At the same time, we do have Talent Management Unit Director Sakina Fatima. Right now, she is in Australia due to her professional and academic engagement. She is in one conference. hello Sakina, we are still missing you, and I am representing Sakina today as part of the management board. So we have 10 management board, right? You know this, right? You are the volunteer, right? Who is not volunteer yet? Raise your hand. Who is not volunteer? Who is not volunteer? Not volunteer. Everyone is volunteer. Don't be afraid. We know there's some people are not volunteer, but raise your hand. Okay. Apart from these people, who doesn't know Sakina Fatima? Who doesn't know talent management unit? Because in the agreement, volunteer agreement, it is auto-signed by the director, and she is the director. So in our talent management unit, we do have 3 different sub-unit. I'm not sure okay, it's there. Okay, I'm a proxy for Sakina. I'm not Sakina, but I'm a proxy for her. So we do have like 3 different sub-units. Right now, our community development coordinator under this unit, and we do have some several sub-units, but the biggest achievement she already made, she's not here, that's why this time we are not presenting. We have developed the volunteering hub. This is something like onboarding guideline for any volunteer. So basically, if you are a fresh blood, doesn't know anything about EMA, someone tell you, hey, there's a position, go apply, and you get selected. We do believe there's, within this welcome volunteering hub guidebook, will help you to understand EMA within 2 hours. So it is already ready. Hopefully, before finishing our mandate by 30th of June, it will be readily available. It will be visible to our website. Like everything, literally everything will find there. How to use the email signature for a volunteer. What color you should use when you post something in your social media. Because if you do something in your national level, you are the key player. So all types of information are there. And at the same time, there is 229 volunteers right now who are working. And basically our talent management unit, it is some types of like HR department for EMA. And this is one of the department who, like through this channel, you have been selected as volunteer. So can I request to make a big hand for talent management unit? They did really amazing job last 2 years. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone. I'm Ruturaj Trivedi and I'm the Director of Students and Alumni Relations Unit of EMA. We had 4 sub-units in the past, community development, professional development, PRNet, and a person who was liaison with all EMGMs of all the universities in Europe. And today we have the PRNet, and we have our one person who is in contact with all the EMGM coordinators, and that's the SNA director for the moment. Here are some of the achievements of the unit in the last 2 years. So in the first column, you can see what was the plan, what was the target, and what we achieved today. As you see, we did more than what we targeted for in the last 2 years, and it's not me who did it, it's thanks to all you guys and all the PRNet volunteers and all the PRs. So give a big hand to all of them. Right from onboarding PRs have with a target of 80. When I started, we had 50, and now we have 97, and one is still waiting to be onboarded, so 98 next week. We had all the events you see there, and we have 25 MOUs in process. We all discussed about this in the GA last year, and we have 3 MOUs already signed by the EMGM coordinators. And we are handling the relationship with EMACT. For those who don't know, EMACT is an association of all the Erasmus Mundus coordinators of, so we have 84 coordinators or members of EMACT as of today, and we are in direct touch with them, which means we are in direct touch with 84 EMGM coordinators. We also are working with DG EAC on visa issues faced by EMGM students and alumni. And apart from all of this, you know that in this year, we have 8 people who have been funded by the EMGM coordinators, thanks to the efforts of the SNA unit and all its volunteers. So if you are a student or alumni of Erasmus Mundus, and And if your program doesn't have a PR, just get in touch with me or with anyone from the SNA unit, and you can be the next PR of your program. And if you're an EMGM coordinator, please get in touch with us, and we can have an MOU with EMA, with your EMGM. And even if you don't have a PR, please nominate one, and we will have a relationship with EMA and the EMGM. So don't hesitate to contact us.
Thank you, Raj. Jordan, floor is yours.
Is this one on? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Microphones are my arch nemesis, so I apologize. My name is Jordan Hammond, and I'm the Director of Policy and Quality Assurance. So I got into this somehow due to my master's specialization in governance and policy. So you can go ahead to the next slide. So I'll keep it brief, but some of our latest activities, as you can see, you'll hear more about the EMA for Equity project later, which is in conjunction with SNA and the issues faced by non-EU passport holders during, after, and before our EMJM. Also working with MOUs to try to establish those with programs. And we're also in several consortia as associate partners for EMDL, so European degree labels, and EMDM, so the design measure process to create new EMJMs. So we're really trying to focus on all of the programs, not just during for quality assurance, but also before. So this hopeful new EMJM, so many acronyms, will be really influenced by all the things that you guys have said towards us to make a better EMJM. So that's kind of what we do. And it sounds kind of boring, but it's actually kind of fun, and we're always looking for people who know about policy. Sandra, I'm looking at you. If you know about any sort of EU governance, and if you're really into quality assurance and higher education, please come join my unit.
Thank you, Jordan. Rajan.
Hi everyone.
Jordan. Rajan. Yeah, Rajan.
Okay, I stole the legal director. Okay, so hi everyone. I'm Rajan Bhuya, the director for Outreach and Capacity Building Unit. I did my AMJM in 2017-2019 session. Now that I say it, I feel old because it's 2023. But okay, no problem. Okay, let's go to my slide. So outreach is a very important and key part of EMA. We are doing this through all our amazing country representative, and many of us, the country representative, are here already. Glad to see most of them in person, first time. So what we are doing is basically our main task of this unit is to raise awareness about EMA, its mission, vision, plus it's not only EMA, but the Erasmus Mundus Joint Master degree as a whole, right? We can all agree that Erasmus Mundus Joint Master degree, they have positively impacted our lives. Because we got so much from the program, we want to give something back. So that's the purpose of OCB unit, to raise awareness, to let people know that there is this amazing master's program, apply like this, process 1, 2, 3, 4, or do this, do that. So we try to attract a large number of talent pool from across the world, so they can also get amazing experience like you did. So thanks to all of the volunteers of OCB unit, we are slowly but surely doing it. And that's our prime task, but also in addition to the task, what we do is we collaborate with European Union delegation in different countries. We collaborate with different education and institutions, for example, DAD, Study in Europe Fair. So many of you have participated in Study in Europe Fair in your country, in your region, and you are trying to promote European higher education, your experience, sharing your experience and motivating people to come and study these amazing programs. And for future plan, well, currently we have 70 country representative. Our target is to have very soon 100 country representative. So if you not have a country representative, this is your time to become one and be a connection between EMA and the country where you live or the country where you come from. It does not mean that you have to be the country representative of your nationality only. Always be the country representative where you are right now. Because if you are there in person, you have better chance of promoting the program in your country. So yeah, we are looking for enthusiastic volunteer. You can join any unit. Also, please consider our unit also. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Rajan.
And I would also like to thank our amazing CRNet coordinator, Anna Janjusevich. She is the so yeah, she's there organizing the CRNet materials and answering your queries. So I think you will get some more emails from her soon. Okay, I'm done.
Thank you. Over to Tarun for the Research and Innovation Unit.
Nice. Hello, everyone. I am Tarun Agrawal. I am the Director for Research and Innovation, and also here representing my team. Niaz, can you stand up? And Raksha. We are missing actually Hazaria. She is like traveling and be with us by the evening. So as the name says, I'm also, as the name says, we are here to, next slide, promote research and innovation in EMA. And we all do a lot of research work. I will not go in detail. We have a poster outside, and you know Niaz, and now you know Raksha. So kind of catch them and ask them about the unit and get to know more about the unit. One important thing, we recently organized a poster competition. I will give you the detail about it, but there are posters outside. So check them out, and there are 4 winners of the posters who are here, was invited and to present their work. We will also highlight their achievement. And then we also do a lot of webinars, seminars, collaborate with different universities in Europe and around the world to have these regular seminars for Erasmus students. Thank you so much.
Over to Prashant. Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry for the confusion earlier. I am from the unit of Legal and Internal Affairs. You saw my colleagues from OCB, from SNA. You can see these faces who are doing different things, ensuring that EMA is having its face in front of the EMGMDs, even in front of the UDs. But there are some units like mine who are sitting behind and ensuring everything is happening slowly and smoothly. All the documents are going well. All the rules are being followed. All the problems and issues are being sorted in a legal manner because we are a registered organization. I am the one who's responsible for ensuring that you get the food coupon only if you are registered in the community portal, because we have to follow the statutes, we have to do a voting. So my team is responsible for such things, but we also do some good job. I have one volunteer, proud to have finally one volunteer. Razi, raise your hand. Yeah. Yeah. After 3 years, finally I have a volunteer who is ready to get into this mess and help. And we have been helping find, there are people who contact us for different issues. Someone has a problem who got rejected from the EMGMD because of some problem. So we helped, along with the SNA team, we helped finding the legal reasons, how to communicate with them, etc., etc. So we are the ones who create the mess, but for also help to solve the mess. Can you show the next slide? So this is a summary. We basically try to follow lawfulness of everything that's happening around, the compliance of statutes and IRs. We provide legal advisory. Every projects that my friends are presenting here, that Rashi will be presenting on behalf of project unit, all the documents that have to be signed, we ensure that everything goes fine, nothing is harming us. Any contract that does not say that, EMA volunteers have to do this, we also ensure your value, the voluntary agreement, etc. And apart from that, the whole reason of doing this is that to follow the statutes, to follow the regulations that we have, safeguard EMA's interest, safeguard the interest of management board and volunteers. Tomorrow, no one should come and say that EMA did this, you did this, I sue you. So we are the one, if something happens, contact us. And any other action and implication against EMA should not happen, and this is why we are here. So it's a complicated unit, but not so difficult because everything is in place, the policies are in place, the SOPs are in place. So if you are interested in working in this international policy, legal drafting, if you have a law background, if you're interested in such things, it can help a lot. It can give you some practical experience and, like me, maybe also find a job.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Pipri. I'm the director of Finance Management Unit, and yeah. So, yeah, I think for those who don't know, so some of the unit are new, since and it's just like completely created in 2019. So it's the first management boards, and this is my second terms, and I was also the director back then. And me and also legal teams, we've been trying to put all the concept on the statute into something that very necessary for a functioning NGO to functioning normally. So it's been also a learning for me to start to make EMA financial mechanism from scratch last year, and this year we becoming a little bit more smooth in terms of financial mechanism, reporting, some finance assistant per projects, and especially currently we are having 2 big projects. And so our main function is bookkeeping, so we do a lot of some numbering, so basically a lot of administrative things, but this is very necessary for tax declaration, for financial report. Also, sometimes we need to submit some proof for project application. So it's been quite good transformation, because now we start to use the online finance tools, QuickBooks. And also, as I mentioned, we do a lot of project assistance from the proposals, especially for the implementation. We've been doing, especially after COVID, because we started project during COVID, but we didn't spend much. But after that, we becoming like very much do a lot of activities and some youth exchange with reimbursement and with reports. So we do that. And recently, we just established a partnership with WISE, formerly TransferWise, and yeah, also Spota Home. So the idea is to give some benefits for our members, to also other future students that becoming our future members. So with because EMA main account is with WISE, so it's very important also for us to have like a very smooth, like if we do activities, we want to send reimbursement, and then I've been discussing with to have some budget for local CRs and PRs to also can use some money. So the idea is every volunteers to easily within one platform. So that's why we have now a partnership. So everybody have some access for free transfer, but we're still discussing with the WISE. So yeah, and also we have one volunteer, Ekaterina, but she couldn't make it to here. But we also really need some more volunteers. If you have like experience with financial, also you were part of the finance on one of the committees, so please join us. Especially we are ending our mandates, and then feel free to contact me if you want to join the unit. Thank you.
Thank you. Now Rashi for Project Support Unit.
Hello everyone, my name is Rashi Mathul. I'm the project partner coordinator for PSU, EMA's PSU, Project Support Unit. I'm representing PSU today because Sheenam Jain, who is the director, incredibly talented person, she couldn't be here with us today, and we miss you, Sheenam. But yeah, so what do we do at Project Support? So this is what our team looks like, where we have Sheenam, who is the director. Then we have the partner coordinators, which is me and Caroline right there. Hi, Caroline, can you say hi to everyone? So that's her. And then we have project officers and a dissemination person, which is Zana. She couldn't join us today either. And then we have project coordinators. So what do we actually do? What we do is that we make your ideas into reality. Because when I started project support, like the project support unit started in 2019, and since then we have been supporting all the ideas that the volunteers have and then making them into real life projects. And so in the past couple of years, we have done some incredible projects. Some of the examples I mentioned here, like Genie Talks, Interconnected project, and then Go Digib. So we have been working on various projects, and all these ideas come from you. How we can help is, like, if you have some idea, you can reach out to me, Caroline or Sheenam. We will get in touch with you, help you with how you can prepare the proposals and put them for funding. Because we have also done some internal projects which do not include a lot of funding, but in case there is some funding required, then we can help you prepare those proposals. ESA has been really supportive of all the projects. Thank you so much, Patricia, for supporting all the incredible projects that EMA team has been working on. So, yeah. So if you have any incredible idea, feel free to reach out to us. We will be happy to discuss it with you. Just to tell you what's in store for you, like with all these projects, what can you achieve? Next. Sorry. So basically, the idea is, like, when I joined the project support unit, the first question I was asked is, what are the skills that you can bring to the table, and what are the skills you want to develop? So all the projects that you can work on, you can, learn a lot of things, grow your skills, network with like-minded people, and just maybe you can be the next project leader. So this is your opportunity to bring all your ideas and turn them into reality. Build your team together. So if you need any support in that, we will be here to help you.
Thank you, Rashi. Over to Jane for communications.
All right. All right, so communications and IT unit, fantastic unit, which, we make a lot of noise on social media because there's no organization that is good enough without lots of noise on social media nowadays, because, that's what we do. That's what I have been doing with a great team. We have Raquel. Please stand up, wave, wave, wave. Anything on the website, anything that needs to be updated, the news, everything, that's all on Raquel. And we have Regan, newsletter. So if you want anything, you better do it on time and do it in the right way, otherwise he's going to come for you. And then we have Camila, are you here? Hey, Camila. All right, so Camila is in charge of design on Canva. So in case you need any help, please reach out to her as well. And what we've been doing is a lot in terms of engagement and getting numbers up and all this kind of good stuff. So on Instagram, we are now on 33.9K. So if you haven't followed us, let us be 34K by the end of this GA, please. Please, okay. Now we have numbers as well on Facebook, 212,000 followers. Wow. And, on LinkedIn, where we have the highest engagement on our post, we have 34,473 followers. So what this means, obviously, numbers mean nothing if we don't engage these numbers on our social media platforms. So what we need from you, volunteers, is to send your posts. If you want to do a webinar, if you are up to something nice, send it to us. We may or may not reject it, depending on how it looks. So, fantastic. And of course, we want to grow our numbers on Twitter. We are lagging behind on Twitter. Elon Musk might, refuse us to have a blue tick, but it's okay. We have 16,000 followers. So if you haven't followed us, again, please follow us, all right? We have other members of the this unit that are not here, and they are very fantastic with helping with all the growth and everything. I have been doubling up as the social media person as well, which is a lot of work, but we've been trying to get our engagement on the newsletter, on our social media handles, on YouTube now. We are live on YouTube. Say hi, make a wave to anyone listening in. All right, next slide. So we've been up to, next slide. What have we been up to? Lots of General Assembly communication in general, and obviously supporting PRs, CRs on how to communicate on social media about your activities, your fun stuff, monthly newsletter with Regan doing the stuff about collecting any activity that you've been up to, improving our social media engagement. We plan to have a bot. Hopefully we will create it, we'll see, where that can actually answer to questions that are very generic, because if you go on our social media, we will be surprised about the things people ask from us, I hope you're not one of them. So anyway, we are looking for volunteers who can manage our social media posts and who can be able to actually write news items and help with the media stuff, all the graphics, all the good stuff, the blues, the oranges, Emma blue, Emma orange, Emma, if you don't know, Emma has blue and what other color? Huh? Seriously? No. What? Blue then? And? You sure? What font do we use? You're a volunteer. Do you know which font we use? Huh? Yeah? Huh? What? Something? Weather. That's very close. So it's what? Someone else? No? Merriweather. Fantastic. A good clap to you. And which other font do we use? If you're on Canva, there's Merriweather and what else? Railway. You see? So if you're not using those fonts, we'll just reject your posts and we will not care about that. We'll be like, yeah, sure, bye. Okay, next. But anyways, I hope you in case you're interested in joining our unit, we really, really would like to improve our communication as we move forward, as we grow in numbers, as we grow in students and alumni. So feel free to reach out to me and we can have a chat. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Marcy. Yeah, Marcy.
Okay, I'm the last, hope not the least. Actually, I'm also the last person who joined the MB, so I'm only at interim. I just joined like a few months ago. So I was part of the previous management board as the vice president. And since no one wanted to take over the partnership, so I joined again.
We called for help.
And unfortunately, I cannot be like them who introduce all of you, like their volunteers proudly. I do not have, unfortunately. I join now. I just onboarded 2 weeks ago, and I think, but she's not here yet. She's actually live in Portugal. That's why I can invite her last minute, but I think she's not here yet. But also, I'm here trying to reach out to all of you. I know some of you, like some CRs, some PRs, are going to end your term soon. So the best position to come is partnership unit. Okay, so what are partnership unit doing? So of course we have we find partners for EMA, and how to make sure that EMA is financial sustain in the future. So we have 3 types of partners. Of course, the first one is Erasmus Mundus Joint Master Consortium. So if you are a PRs, very soon I'm going to send you the MOM to your coordinators. Please help me to talk to your coordinators so we can have this MOM an agreement. And the second one is partnership with our similar type of organization, other groups, Oceans, and then ASEF, and other type of similar organization. But the last one, very important, is the corporate partnership. So that's why, like what Rajon said, if you like money, you come to my team. I'm sorry, Pepri, but it's not your team. It's my team. Yeah. So if you're interested, if you are, like still a student, you want to find more opportunities, that's the best way. Because in partnership, the PDU unit, you get a chance to meet a lot of partners, a lot of companies in Europe. It's actually the best chance for you. If you want to stay, you want to find a job, find opportunity in Europe. Right? So I hope after this GA, I receive a lot of application. Thank you.
Hello. I have an announcement. Look, everyone is looking looking volunteers. but keep in mind, there is an announcement is going on, MB announcement, management board announcement is going on. So think again. If you think that you can be next leader for management board, think again if you can be our next legal director, next finance director. So there is an announcement is going on. I hope the deadline is like 1 week, more or less. Please check this one fast. Don't need to be directly just volunteer for the unit. You can be the leader for the unit. You can be the management board member. I hope you know this, right? Everyone know this, right? So, because basically we have like 45 days from now on, and then we are going to hand over to the next leaders. So you can be the next leader. So this is something just I want to remind you, because everyone is trying to get volunteer. If we get only volunteer, if we don't have like leader, then it's also a problem. We need also leader, okay? Who will manage the volunteers? Senior volunteers, I can say senior volunteers. So that's it from my side. We'll have a selfie now from the management board side to make it like that way. And then I would like to request our sister, cousin, brother organization. I would like to mention the name ESN, Garage Erasmus, BEBA, Ocean, and Marie Curie Alumni Association representative to be in the coffee side. There is some space for them, because if you have any question, you can ask them the questions. At the same time, posters are visible outside. You should count how many posters are there, because it will be next year's questions also for you. You should know what is there. You should know how many posters from management board and how many posters from participants. So after reading everything, then you are allowed to go for the coffee. Maybe 2 more cups, no problem. But now we are going to have a selfie together.
Before we break down, so the next couple of sessions, Manase, can I tell?
Yeah.
So then,
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so the next session, right now we'll go for a coffee break, but we come back and you get to know more in detail about the projects. So we have been talking about projects and volunteering. Why? Because this is what is our takeaway. We are here to give back to community. We are here to share the good that we have enjoyed. But what is to get for us? Projects. The experience that you get in these projects are amazing. The volunteering experience that you get, you can add it to your resume. And this is what you need to do. So we will be discussing entire session on all the projects that you have been working on, I think, or more than 10 projects. And it will be not a long session. It will not be boring. You will love what we have achieved, different people speaking about it. And after that, we all collect together outside to take the pictures. Good thing is we are running quite on time, maybe 10 minutes earlier actually. So we will have enough time for pictures. One minor change of logistical announcement that Ashukur made in the beginning. All of us, after the pictures, can directly go to the restaurant if you want to, or you can go to Ramada Hotel and get ready and come back. But you have to be there by 7:30. It's a sit-down dinner. It's not a buffet dinner. It's a sit-down dinner. So everyone has to occupy the tables, all the 110, 15 of us. And it will be a sit-down dinner. So you have to be there by 7:30. Even if you want to go explore the city, feel free, but be there by 7:30. If you don't be there by 7:30, you may not get the dinner. And we will not be able to reimburse or something. So make your evening, make your plan. If you want to go out, be there by 7:30 in the restaurant, maximum 7:35. That's it. We are today German. Today we are German.
Yeah.
No Portuguese, Spain timeline, okay?
Last
picture?
Yeah. Yeah. Just before we break down, so I would like to request that we are all back here at 25 minutes from now. So we'll start the project showcase at 16:25. Yeah. After the photo, yes.